Plot twist, Tim doesn't have nipples.
Howdy, folks. Three Sheets to the Mouse is an adult-themed podcast that may contain content and language not suited for younger cowboys and cowgirls. Now then, hang on to them hats and glasses, cause this here's the wildest podcast in the wilderness.
Fuck that little twig.
I know it sounds sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be prepared.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 70 of Three Sheets to the Mouse. We're five average guys who have no fear of riding monorail.
Yep.
And joining me on this week's show are four guys: Tim.
Speak for yourself. I'm afraid of that thing.
Adam.
I like living on the edge. Lean up against the door.
Mikey.
You know, you got about as much chance of surviving a ride on the monorail as you do licking the honey walls and poo. It's mono either way you go.
At the very least.
And Trenton.
Fallout, get paid.
This Fallout free passes.
Yeah, you just get a paper Fastpass for Frozen.
It doesn't warrant one for Flight of
Aw,
Passage.
shit!
Nope.
You fall out, you broke your legs, you can't get on the boat now, though. Fuck.
We're here to talk to you about Disney parks, Disney booze, and a little bit of debauchery in between. So sit back, relax, grab a scotch, and enjoy the adult side of Disney with Three Sheets to the Mouse. So yeah, speaking of monorail, this is what fifth episode in the last month that they've had.
No, it's
You
been
know, there's
longer
only
than a
4
month.
weeks in a month.
Yeah. It's been a lot more. Year, maybe. This year.
A couple months.
They've had a fair number of issues. Bombardier cannot get there quick enough.
Well, I was going to say, this is just their way of increasing the validation on the gondolas.
No, I think this is when they're going to close it down for a long period of time and not have everybody flip out because it's a security concern.
Safety.
So when they
issues.
start switching them out and they have to close down the monorail to do that, y'all know why.
Well, we were just discussing this. It's gone way too far. They should have addressed this a while ago.
Oh yeah,
10 years ago.
No. This is as Trenton so eloquently put it before the show. This is my 600-pound.
Yeah. Doesn't happen overnight. Disney's just got to the point where they're wiping their ass with toilet paper and tongs, and...
No. Well, you have to realize something, though. People pay extra money to stay by a monorail resort. They have to have a good reason to close it.
You know what? And I said this in my trip report. They are either not working or they're not running people to parks. I mean, at certain points, there's no appeal to me. I would rather take an Uber any day of the week over taking a monorail anymore.
They don't even have to close it down. They can put a train on the track in the car barn, and then add it to service, and then take one out, and then keep going. Because they're doing it one at a time anyway.
But
when the new trains
realize
come, they're doing one train at a time anyway. They're not doing it all at once.
people will be flipping out when they change the monorail? Because save the monorail, you cannot tell me that that's not going to be a thing.
Absolutely, it's going to be a thing.
You think that's going to be a thing?
Oh, without doubt in my mind.
Will it sell?
Generated outrage? People get mad about fucking anything.
Anything that closes.
Oh, of course it
closes.
can. But before we save the monorail, I got to make a shirt
really
about dying on it, I guess.
But it's not
People
closing.
don't like change, even if they're going to die on it. I mean, it's just what it is. But
it's
needs
not
to be done.
it's not closing it. It's just changing it out. It's just getting
Yes, but it won't
better.
have the circus smell anymore.
It won't smell like old urine and stale peanuts.
I've always wondered how they get that scent on there. I think it's piped in.
Smell it, sir, dude.
And chances are it won't have carpeting on the walls.
Well, no, it's going to have LED screens all over the place. And facial mapping and... I don't know, man. They could even put black lights in it and you wouldn't see stains everywhere.
Well, from what I heard, and this might be totally wrong, but I'm almost positive this is this. So Bombardier's actually been kind of in a hot or a tight spot as of late. They're not as prestigious of a company as they once were, but Disney's only going with Bombardier again because if not, they would have to change the entire track out.
Well, they are the only company that's making them right now, too. The company that made the current ones is no longer in business.
No, I'm pretty sure Bombardier made the original one.
No,
That's not the ones that are on the track now. Bombardier did make the original ones, but these that are in service now are made by somebody else.
Okay, because these are the second gens. You're right.
Yeah.
They made the ones running in Disneyland.
It's the Mark
right
IVs.
now.
Yeah. So speaking of going around the Magic Kingdom, let's go around our own little magical kingdom in our glass. Adam, what are you drinking tonight?
Tonight I have the Kona Brewing Cocoa Brown.
I like that one.
I think it's okay.
It's got a slight coffee, not overly coffee.
I don't even taste the coffee. It's just it's on the bitter side. There's no it said that it was supposed to taste coconut. I don't taste any coconut though.
I didn't tast any
Coconut's a hard flavor to get into a beer without using
oil.
Yeah, without using artificial.
I mean, it's good, but it's somewhere in between a heavy beer and a light, and it's missing something, and I can't figure out what it is.
Is it better or worse than the coconut coffee beer that I brought you in Disney in October?
You're asking me to remember that I actually blacked out.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I do remember loving all the beers you brought us, but I don't remember what I had towards the end of the night.
No,
Percy, the passive-aggressive pineapple was one of them, I think.
Yes. Yep,
Yes.
That's a Belgian Imperial IPA. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
That I really
We
like.
drank almost that whole growler of that.
Yeah, it's only 9%, so.
Only. It's all
You
good.
drank all of Trader Sam's, and then you drank all of the beer.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was the
Lapu
Temple
Lapu's
Lounge,
first.
3 Lapus, and then it was Trader. It was the Pineapple Lanai first. It was the
Outside.
out on the deck first, and then we went to Trader Sam's, and then we went back to the room.
And then you got in a pack.
And then I somehow got back to the All-Star Resort.
I don't know how you made it back that night at all.
Stefan is a really good babysitter.
Tim, what do you got in your glass?
Well, yesterday we went to the Trogs Brewery and did the Trogs Brewery tour.
I did not realize that was that close.
It's 2 hours from here.
That's
Not
it's still
so
not that
less.
far.
So yeah. And we did the tour, and you get a welcome beer when you first sign up for the tour. I mean, it's a great tour. It's $5. You get 3 beers and a pint glass as a deal. But the beer I had was called Crimson Pistol, and it's an IPA. No, it's not an IPA. Yeah, it is. It's an IPA with hibiscus flowers.
Ooh.
It's really good. And I'm on this Polynesian kick right now, so everything Polynesian I'm all about.
I'd be down with that. That sounds pretty good. Is it not too sweet, right?
No, not sweet at all. It's actually pretty bitter.
Nice. La Cava had that hibiscus margarita for a long time. That was my favorite. I missed that one a lot.
It's a popular. I don't want to say it's a hipster thing because I do like it, and then I would be calling myself a hipster. But it's definitely a very common, off the wall. People aren't expecting it. Ooh, it's hibiscus, yeah. That's been very popular lately.
And we actually found this 6-pack at a local beer distributor, but we did buy some cork and cage bottles from Trogs yesterday that are still in the fridge.
That's cool. That looked like a lot of fun. Mikey, what do you got tonight?
Well, it's 90 degrees in the garage. The AC apparently has a full bladder, which I didn't know I had a bladder until about 20 minutes ago. And I feel like dog shit. I'm just drinking water. I'm just drinking some water. I'm trying to hydrate. My titties are already out because it's hot. I got the flop sweats. Just drinking water.
He's actually topless, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that like the meat sweats?
Well, I mean, it's the parts of me that flop.
That's kind of meat, I guess.
No, meat sweats are when you've eaten too much meat.
Well, I got that. I'm just saying it could be construed. Anyway.
Trent, what are you drinking?
I have cheap Canadian whiskey and Diet Coke.
Because Diet Coke gets you drunker faster, Scott.
The scientific study, guys. All right.
It's a scientific fact.
Apparently, it's an ongoing study for you, Trenton.
I just have to do more research.
How are the results so far, Dr. Trenton?
I've only had one.
Dr. Trossel?
I've only had one, so we're gonna have another and see how it goes.
Report back by the end of the night. Let's see if you're... Now, do you have a control experiment? Like the whiskey straight versus the Diet Coke and whiskey?
Or the Diet Coke straight?
So
the
the study actually is, and we joke, but it's a real study. It just shows that the artificial sweeteners in regular sodas, if you mix them instead of with a regular soda, it does get you drunker a little faster.
And there's always a chance you'll grow a third arm out of the back, too. So.
yeah, you're definitely... Something's fucked up going in your body after drinking this, but, whatever. I gotta die of something.
Hey, you know what? It's all about the journey. Wait, no. Destination, not the journey.
And then when I die, just put me in the trash.
Just prop me up by the jukebox.
There you go.
And by put me in the trash, I mean stuff me in a trash can in Epcot.
You mean a table?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tonight I've got a Speyside Glen. It's from the Glenlivet River, but it's not Glenlivet. It's Tom and Toole. So they're in the Glenlivet and they're in the Speyside region. It's pretty good. It's very mellow, very smooth. Lots of honey and citrus. I like it. It's pretty gentle. If you see it, pick it up because it's a good intro to whiskey, or it's a good intro to Scotch for those that don't like the real bite, real like heavy, burn.
Baby burn.
If you don't like the burn, this is a good one. You don't even have to add Sierra Mist or tangerines or
Sierra Mist.
Or you don't have to gargle with it to get the taste out or to get the burn out.
But I like mine with, it has to be diet Sierra Mist because that'll get you drunk faster.
That's true. That's true.
Diet Sierra Mist is everything nice about Sprite, just removed.
Yeah,
but that's when you add the tangerines.
There you go.
Can I add cuties instead? They don't have seeds.
I think that's what that was.
I thought they came out of a jar.
They did. That's right. They came out of a jar.
Those would be mandarins.
So, well, tonight we decided to we decided to go back to a little Fastpass situation. Trenton and I did a little quickie on this a couple episodes ago. Yeah. We had a Fastpass Holes episode 19. Go back and take a listen to that, where we talk about all the ways that people fucked up Fastpasses and why we have the Fastpass Plus system we have.
While we're talking about this, I don't know if we've mentioned it. Magic Kingdom now, or Disney now offering the one-day tickets with the preloaded Fastpasses. Dumbest fucking thing ever.
What are the preloaded Fastpasses?
It's I can't remember, but it's all stuff that you don't need Fastpasses for anyway. So it really transitions well to this episode because it's like the teacups and like no mountains. There's no like big ticket on them.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we've done tonight. So tonight we're gonna go through the Magic Kingdom. We're gonna talk about what you can do without a Fastpass on the Magic Kingdom. So while you're waiting around for your Fastpass, go check out some of these other rides. So, who wants to start? Let's go with Trent.
All right. So things that you don't need Fastpasses for that I see people Fastpass a lot. Just because they want to sit down first, and I actually prefer not to get a Fastpass on this certain attraction because then you end up going in first and you have to sit at the end of the aisle, and it's Mickey's PhilharMagic.
That fair point. I don't think you'll ever because here's the thing: if you get a Fastpass for it, you still have to wait in that whole pre-show area.
Right, you start waiting for the show to start.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be enough people to fill that theater. You're not going to miss the show. But then if you have a Fastpass, you go in before everyone else, so you end up sitting at the end of an aisle, and you don't get as good of a seat. No one wants to go to the movies and sit in the fucking end.
But then you have people that go in first and stop in the middle of the fucking aisle, and super annoying.
You sit there and kick them in the ankle until they stand up.
Hey, you just step on their feet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Somebody's wearing flip-flops.
I'm sorry. Did you not hear Goofy? He was telling you to move all the way the fuck down.
It's all the time, dude.
Mm-hmm. They don't do it too much if it's not crowded, though. Like if they're not filling up that theater, they don't really yell at you too much.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
And the last few times we've been in there, that theater has never been full.
No, it really isn't that full.
It does
ever.
need an update. I mean, it could use an update.
It can just use even an easy update to like a 4K screen, make the digital projection, just make it a little brighter and more vibrant, because that's where that's falling apart, in my opinion.
It does get a little dim.
I'd like to see them add some new scenes with some newer movies.
Yes.
Yeah, I think a refresh.
Tim, are you wait?
Time.
Tim, are you telling me you want a Frozen overlay?
Yes.
Ah,
Not for
Yes.
Give me some Baymax.
Yes.
Give me
can
some
you imagine the
Wall-E.
flying through Agrabah scene, just Baymax flying through San Francisco?
Or when he
That would be
he
awesome.
deflates and all the air blows in your face, like he gets a hole in him.
Yes, yes.
Or Baymax or Wally and Eva flying through space.
Oh, that'd be good. Okay, Disney. There you go.
Emperor's
We just
New
helped you out.
Groove. He jumps into the water and the splashes in your face. I love the Emperor's New Groove.
Cusco. You know, that is such an underrated song. Tom
that whole
Collins.
movie's underrated.
Yeah, but that was out,
Pull
I
the
think,
lever,
when
Crunk.
they-
Wrong lever.
That's awesome.
Patrick Warburton in that is probably his best role ever.
Yeah.
Well, I could see some
thought
scenes.
that was
some
just
scenes
Patrick-
Amazing.
Warburton in anything is his best role ever.
Warburton
see
in the
some
National
scenes from
Rent-A-Car
Coco on
ads
it.
are awesome.
I was about to say, even his rent-a-car commercials are great.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen a show called Seinfeld, but that was Patrick Warburton's best performance by far.
Putty?
It's for the team.
Have you ever seen when he was the henchman in Underdog opposite Peter Dinklage, who was like the main villain?
No.
Yeah, it was the live-action Underdog movie, and like Peter Dinklage was the main villain, and Patrick Warburton was his
Why can I not think of who Peter Dinklage
his henchman or his sidekick.
I think I remember the film a little bit. There was like rather than like a, I think it was a CGI like beagle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Played by Andy Serkis.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't see it, but
Patrick Warburton, always the henchman, never the evil genius.
I speak squirrel. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
dude, that shit is so funny.
Philhar Magic. It was definitely on my list. You don't need a fast pass for it. Go in, just check it out, and kind of. You know what? The best part is you go in the line, and it's automatic air conditioning from when you get in that queue, all the way through the end of the show.
You know, Trenton mentioned, don't get a fast pass to get in there early because you get stuck on the end of an aisle. Of the shows throughout Disney World that my family has actually used a fast pass for, we have never had decent seating for any show that we've gone to using a fast pass.
No.
Is that true? True for most of them?
Yeah, you don't need a fast pass for any. This was actually on the quickie we did. I said don't ever get a fast pass to any show.
The only thing I might get a fast pass to, if it's something truly important to you to see, is one of the nighttime spectaculars.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, I also said not to get it to fireworks, but
Well,
Yeah,
we
no,
fast passed Phantasmic, and we're stuck at the frickin' very end of the amphitheater down there. Every float that came by, the lights were already turned off. We couldn't see shit.
I take it back, though. The one show that you could fast pass and get a good seat is Indiana Jones, because you get to go pick your own seat.
Oh, that's true. They don't have the fast pass section. No, Mikey's right. I will say though, Adam, I'm in agreement with you, because if like for a show like Phantasmic, it does make sense because you don't have to wait in that standby line.
And that standby line can be ridiculous. I'm not saying get there first thing, because you might get a better seat if you get there a little bit later with your fast pass. Kind of work the system a little bit better.
Or maybe get your fast pass line, get in the fast pass thing, and then go up to the snack stand, sometime during the show, and maybe don't sit back at your old seat.
Maybe. Just saying. I mean, he's
saying.
not advocating that. He's just,
I'm just saying that might be what I would.
He's seen other assholes do that. Don't be those guys.
Yeah, don't be that asshole. But
Well, this place, when we went, it was fun plucking packed.
Oh,
It always is.
It always does. It always fills up.
And it's not that good, right? I mean, I've never even done it.
No.
I've heard it's bad, so I've just
No,
avoided it.
I was unimpressed with it.
I think you need to
Disneyland
do
is 100 times better.
Yeah, you need to do it
yes.
once, because the music is entertaining, and I think the song is pretty good.
And
But
Tokyo
after that,
Disneyland
it's kind of downhill from there.
crazy.
You know what's so hard with that for me? When people always say that the Disneyland version is better, how hard would it have been to just do the exact fucking same show?
the real issue that I have with this, when you truly think about with the whole Disneyland thing, is that this water thing was just set for this show. They built this whole stage setup just for this show, and they made it worse.
That's what I'm saying. How could they not just do the exact fucking same thing?
Because Disneyland's, they just built the shit on Tom Sawyer Island, and then you watch it from New Orleans Square.
Yeah.
It was Walt Disney World. They built a whole amphitheater and everything from scratch to watch it, and it's shittier.
Yep.
And Tokyo's, we watched a video of Tokyo's recently, and Tokyo's is insane.
Yeah. I was listening to another show the other day, and guy just went to Tokyo, and he was saying everything was way better.
Well, we just come to realize that Walt Disney World is the ginger of the Disney parks.
Well, you also have to be super careful because Tokyo is not owned by Disney.
No, not wholly, yeah.
No, Walt Disney World is like the old the old guy that has a lot of money, and there's other people just feeding off of him. It's the sugar daddy. It's the sugar daddy for all the other Disney parks. Adam, what don't they need a fast pass for at Magic Kingdom?
Well, I went a little bit different with this because I try to think of attractions that you can't even get a fast pass for. So it's a little bit. I mean, you can't get a fast pass for Carousel of Progress.
No,
it doesn't
You
exist.
don't need one.
But that's the other thing too. But the problem is with the Carousel of Progress is if you're waiting for a show to start, there's no good queue.
No,
You're
I'm surprised
standing
There
outside.
isn't a queue.
I'm surprised they haven't covered that up a little bit. Like put some sort of like covering over it.
Well, I think its days are numbered, and I know people don't want to hear that. But
I don't want to hear that.
Man, you're the Reaper, man.
Shitting on dreams.
Funny you should say that, because one of the rumors that were going around the fake Disney sites this week was that Carousel of Progress was turning into Edna Mode's fashion stage or some shit.
Oh God, that's not gonna happen.
No, it's not.
It would be fun if they could like bring it in for like a 6-month run, but I don't think that would have any kind of staying power.
Yeah, you couldn't transform that stage easily for a short show like that.
No.
And I think that's why Carousel of Progress has stayed for so long, because you cannot
Yeah, I mean it's such
overhaul that easily.
It's such an intricately designed theater that
they got rid of it in Disneyland.
They brought it here. That's all they did. They picked it up and moved it to...
It was 2 stories in Disneyland. There were 2 levels in the Disneyland attraction at one point.
Yeah, but I think the upstairs was something else. I don't think it was...
it was like more like a walkthrough kind of look at the technology.
Turnstiles, right? Because I mean, it's turnstiles within turnstiles. Or turntables.
But
no, I mean, you can't get a fast pass for it, but it's something that I don't think people do enough of. Like, I don't think people do this on a regular trip.
I mean, we always do it. I mean, we didn't do it actually. It sounds fucking stupid now that I said that, but we didn't do it in April. But if it was hot enough, I'd normally end up in here because it's so fucking hot, and I want to sit down and has air conditioning, and it's still a good show. I mean, it's
25 minutes long. It's a good show.
Does the animatronics still work fairly decently most of the time?
Haven't stayed awake through it. And I can't tell you how many years. Not gonna lie.
No, look, we talked about it in episode 5, Liars, Snakes, and Hobos Naps. It's a good place to catch a little snooze.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to go. I have yet to do the attraction.
You've never done Carousel of Progress?
No.
You better do it in November before they take that shit away.
Yeah.
The title of that episode has such irony right now.
Oh, it does. So, Tim, what about you? Can you think of one you would you'd recommend that they absolutely don't get a fast pass for?
Planet Ride, Small World.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to get a fast pass for Small World.
Or do the ride at all.
No.
It's a classic ride.
It's a classic. I hate that ride with a passion, but I have to do it every trip.
I love that ride.
Well, it's your people. Yeah.
No, Small World's a great ride, and you're right. You don't really need a fast pass for it most of the day. It for some reason, I think it's because the queue is not usually that long, and they have a lot of boats go through, and the boats are pretty sizable capacity.
I want to say the longest wait we've seen for it recently was like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Even when the line is out the doors to the bathrooms, it's still only like 30 minutes long.
And we still see people getting on that Fastpass line. It just
boggles
the mind.
Well, that's one of them. That's one of the one day Fastpass or 1 day park ticket Fastpasses preloaded on there is Small World. And it's just like,
well, because
throwaway.
Yeah, it's a throwaway. Because basically Disney was like, oh, we'll give you 3 preloaded Fast Passes, and they're going to be rides, because they can't give away e-ticket attractions, because then people will go apeshit.
who's
and they're usually at capacity by the time that the 1 day tickets are going.
I just don't know who's buying that.
It's the people who are literally there for like the day who don't really. They're not the Disney fans that we are.
Like conventioners, people who are in for conventions.
People are visiting their family down in Winter Garden, and they're like, oh, let's go to Disney for the day.
I guess.
Or it can be the older couples who don't necessarily need to do the thrill rides anymore, or don't want to, but they want to hang out with the grandkids. So
yeah.
So here you go. Here's your 3 Fast Passes. It's a Small World. Tomorrowland Speedway.
That's one of them, yeah. No, that really is one of them.
And the teacups. Have fun, kids.
now, do you get to choose one of them? Because we're already at more than 3. Do you get to choose the 3, or do they just give you the 3?
No, they're preloaded. There's like 3 different. There's one that has. There's like a Tomorrowland one that's like Buzz Lightyear, the Cars, and then something else. And then there's another one.
Stitch.
Yes. No.
Can't be.
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor.
Milf.
And then there's one that's like the Teacups, Small World, Barnstormer. Yeah. So it's
Fantasyland, and then probably one that's Adventureland, Frontierland.
Yeah. I don't think there's a Frontierland one, though.
No, because the only Frontierland ones that have Fast Passes are Splash and Big Thunder.
You can get a Fast Pass for Country Bear, I'm pretty sure, can't you?
And Pirates.
That's
Pirates
Adventureland.
It's Adventureland.
Oh yeah.
Which brings me to one of my Fast Passes, or my non-Fast Passes, because again, like Adam said, this is one you can't get one for, so it's something you should definitely do while you're down there, and that's Tiki Room. I really like Tiki Room.
I like Tiki Room.
You like what's your favorite part? The clicking sound that the birds make when they talk, or?
I love that, and I'll tell you why.
It doesn't bother me. That I've never really. Actually, honestly, I've never noticed it, because I'm usually singing along.
You're lying.
Pretty loud.
You're lying.
It's pretty loud.
No,
you're lying.
I'm sure it's
not notice it.
I'm sure it's there, but it's not memorable for me.
I actually like that noise because it's just reminds me of the old school animatronics that were powered by pneumatics and not hydraulics.
I don't know. I guess I have a problem too. Like repetitive sound bothers me, and so like when I hear something like that, you know, like when you don't hear something until then you do hear it, it's like your fans like making like a ticking noise, and then it's just all you can focus on.
Or like loud ass keyboards.
Just a correction though, really quick, because I
typing.
pulled up the 1 day ticket with linked Fast Passes.
Okay.
If you choose the Out of This World Fast Pass, you get Space Mountain.
Really?
Oh.
That must be new then, because that's not what they were when they first came out.
It's Space, Mickey's PhilharMagic, and Monsters Inc. for the Out of This World. Fantasyland Classics, you're going to get Small World, Dumbo, and Mad Tea Party.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Futuristic and frightful fun, you get Buzz Lightyear, Haunted Mansion, and Speedway.
Also, you don't need any of those.
And pint-size adventures, you get the Magic Carpets, the Barnstormer, and Pirates.
That's the worst one.
Well, it's for little bitty. It's for Scott.
Yeah, it's for kids.
It's for Scott!
Each of those has a pretty damn good Fast Pass. You're like, oh, that's not bad, and those aren't terrible.
No, they're not as bad as
I don't want to mention my next one, but it's part of this. It would be fitting, but keep going.
No, I mean, I just think the Tiki Room is an attraction that it's overlooked. The nice thing is, with Tiki Room, you can grab a Dole Whip and go walk your Dole Whip in there and go watch the show with your Dole Whip.
You gotta get the orange cream
Oh, the orange
float.
citrus swirl?
No, not the citrus swirl.
I'm not.
There's a new one, the orange cream float. It's
Oh,
amazing.
no.
With the
It's
soda.
better than the citrus
I'm not
swirl.
getting a Dole Whip unless I can put alcohol in it. Sorry, guys.
Now, see, I do love a regular Dole Whip.
I do too.
They're
Now, I will say this.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
If you can imagine, I've never done the tiki room.
I've never done it either.
I'm
Don't feel bad.
shocked.
Then why are you complaining about the clicking mouth noises?
Because you can hear the show. I mean, it's not like you can watch it on YouTube and hear everything. I've just never done it in person.
It's
you gotta
not
do it.
as prevalent in person than you have somebody with a microphone that's picking it up.
I guess.
I don't know. I still hear it. I hear it, but I like it. So.
Mikey, what about you? Give me a fast pass that you would, or give me a ride that you don't need a fast pass for in Magic Kingdom.
You know, we have never used a fast pass for pretty much everything in Fantasyland. So I would say if you get there early, and while everybody's rushing to Seven Dwarves, just roll on back behind the castle, take your time, get on Peter Pan. No fast pass needed.
That's probably the best time to do it.
It's the only time to do it.
I don't know. Peter Pan fills up quick. You got to be one of those first motherfuckers online to run to Fantasyland because Peter Pan fills up quick.
It does. I'm not saying that you're going to walk right up to, a galleon and go on your flight, but you may end up, 10, 15 minute wait.
Yeah. But they did something weird, and this I can honestly say from this past particular trip, is Peter Pan didn't open with the rest of the park. They actually had the line up, and we saw people in the queue, and the queue was starting to back up, but the ride actually was not started yet.
Weird.
Yes.
Maybe it was
I
just
wonder
a
if maybe it had
a
like
malfunction.
That's another one that
possible.
if you don't have a fast pass for it though, and you don't get there in time, you're not getting on
You
that
have
ride.
if you don't
Yeah,
get a fast
don't
pass
do
for Peter Pan, you have two options. One is bolt there at rope drop, or two, you basically wait around until park closing, and hopefully it's like a 1 a.m. park closing when most of the kids are in bed.
Catch it during Happily Ever After.
Yeah, and even then it's a reduced wait. You're talking 45 minutes. It's as a reduced wait. But honestly, okay, so Trenton and I were talking about this last night. The new queue in Peter Pan. With the new queue, I would like to wait in the regular queue.
No, you will not.
No, I want to
That's
wait a
lie.
little bit. I want to wait a little tiny bit, like 35 minutes.
You have to be careful with that queue because it's fucking forever. So that 35 minutes, you're standing in the wrong hallway. It's only one big room that really has a lot of the stuff in it. So you would have to wait at least 40 to 45 minutes, I think.
I definitely want to wait, or I want to see the room. I'd love to just see go in the queue because it is at the back part of it, so it's not part of the the main queue. So I think you have to wait 45 minutes or more to get in that room, right?
Depending on, you can wait on that queue for 70, 80 minutes.
Oh,
if you're
easily.
not careful.
Easily. There are times when that queue is 105 minutes at 6 o'clock at night.
Which is absolutely
And then
moronic. It's not that great of a ride.
the queue actually is better than the ride sometimes because I like the queue. It's not awful, but you have to be in that one room to have experience all the fun
If
stuff that
I
happens.
had kids, I would be more into it. I mean, it's one of those rides that I think I've told the story before. We were there with Stephanie's family, and her nephew went on it. He rode with us. And when you see that kid ride that ride for the first time, it's awesome because you see their face and they can't believe that this shit's happening. But in the grand scheme of things, you're on it as an adult. You're like, I waited 90 minutes to be on a 2.5 minute ride through Peter Pan World. I mean,
oh, but I still love that ride.
it's not bad.
Yes, we know the London.
It's not bad.
Yeah, well, it is. It is that. It is kind of.
It's not a ride that we do all the time. Not
No.
gonna lie.
I love that
Well,
ride.
Screw
I have so
you,
much.
I like it.
I have so many
don't
childhood
hate
memories
it.
there.
But if you are going to ride it, get there early so you don't have to waste a fast pass on it, and you can save it for something better.
I want them to do a major overhaul to that ride, and upgrade the effects, but they won't do it because closing that attraction down for 10 to 12 weeks is impossible. All right, so Tim, give me another fast pass. Give me another fast pass that you can pass on.
I don't know, because this last trip was kind of an anomaly, because the shit that you normally wouldn't need a fast pass for, we needed a fast pass for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at a loss. I mean, can you get a fast pass for MILF?
Yeah, that's one of the ones on the one-day ticket.
Oh yeah, then you should never need a fast pass for MILF.
It's a show. It's the same thing.
It's a show. Every 15 minutes is a show.
Yeah. And it's a fun show.
I
do like.
God, you've got to do that.
That's either going away soon or they're going to change it to something.
I hope it is.
I love Monsters Inc., but there's no way that stays.
I just wish there was a little more variety from show to show. The problem is it's the same damn script every single time.
Yeah. And I love the technology. I think they could have did so much more with the technology in that attraction, but.
I mean, it's a script with performers. And they're literally reading off the script because you can't see them on stage. If you gave them like a 10 different scripts to do, it would at least make some variety.
That would involve work, Scott.
I know.
Well, it would. It's the same technology I use for Turtle Talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Turtle Talk with Crush is kind of more randomized than MILF is.
Yeah, it's not the same thing
so
every single time.
Randomize it.
Yeah.
I understand the animation has to match, but listen, you're talking about a show that's geared towards
kids,
preschoolers and early elementary school kids. They're not going to notice that the mouth is not moving. Exactly.
They did go off script on our last trip a little bit when they featured my wife. I guess was part of the act, but she said
that guy.
No, I was that guy the first time. The second time, she was they were asking her questions, and he was trying to use his ESP to figure out what her name was or something like that. But what's funny is my sister-in-law and my kids were sitting down front, and then it was me and Stephanie and my oldest son and my youngest son were sitting back here all together. And when the camera gets to her, and we were all doing the classy thing, and we had matching shirts that I had designed. So they were all the same bright blue color with orange, vinyl on it. And she said, that's funny. He says, "Oh, wow, you like them? You like shopping at Target and getting them sales, huh? I see you got 5 shirts the price of one, huh?" That just may be a canned joke they do when someone I'll have matching shirts, but
probably.
It was. And when he was trying to use ESP to guess what her name was, one of her nieces was down front and saw her on camera, and her niece says, "It's Stephanie." And he goes, "Your name is Stephanie." And that's the end of my story.
But that show does have some good moments, and sometimes the performers are really good. I've told this story on the show before. They interview this 11-year-old kid wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt and knee-high socks and flip-flops, and the guy asked him what he had for breakfast, and he goes, "Hot Cheetos." And the monster says, "Hot Cheetos? What, did you wake up at a frat house?" It's a fun show.
I've been there.
They used my joke.
Yeah, all right, so MILF definitely won. Adam, what about you?
Actually, the weirdest one that we didn't have to get a fast pass for this trip is because we did it shortly after Rope Drop, not exactly at Rope Drop, but that was Splash Mountain. When we got there, it was probably about 9:30, I would say. Rope Drop was at 9, and there was a 5-minute wait.
Not bad.
We just walked right on.
And we ended up, we picked up a fast pass before that, and we walked over and it was like, oh shit, we don't need the fast pass. It's like a 15-minute wait, 5-minute wait.
Yeah, so we changed that fast pass to something else, and we just walked right on the ride.
I will never fast pass Splash Mountain. I mean, I would never wait online for Splash Mountain.
Yeah, no, it's not one you need to wait around for.
What?
No, I disagree with that.
Yeah, I
disagree.
I fucking disagree with that hardcore. That's a great ride.
If you don't have a It's a great ride. It's a brutal queue.
It's a brutal queue.
It's a brutal queue.
So if you don't get a fast pass for it, do it first thing in the morning.
But I can't do water rides first thing in the morning because then if my fucking pants get wet, then I got that swamp ass for the rest of the day.
See, that's
different from any other day you're in the park.
I use powder.
Teasing.
So one of the fast passes I wanted to mention for that you don't need a fast pass for, but I think it's something you definitely want to do on at least during the trip is Little Mermaid. I don't think we've ever had a fast pass for that.
I don't think it's a must do.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a must do either.
I mean, at some point in your trip, I would say you should do it.
If you have a kid,
Sure. Or if you've never done it before, yes, absolutely do it.
Because the
animatronic last trip,
the Ursula animatronic's pretty amazing, unless its head's falling off.
I was going to say, as long as her head is still on.
We got no jobs. Our animatronics' heads are falling off.
Or they just look like they're fucking seizing.
That was awesome.
Oh, the spasming Roman.
Yeah.
Shit's burning, yo.
He's having a moment.
Something's on fire. What's that smell? Well, it's obviously an electrical fire that you're smelling, ma'am.
Thank the Phoenicians.
No, that it's one. The Omni movers in Magic Kingdom usually move pretty quick. Haunted Mansion, Buzz Lightyear, they generally don't have much more than a 30-minute wait.
Okay, you have to be super careful with Haunted Mansion lately, because we actually had to go back and fast pass it because the line got.
Well, it's because that shit goes for 10 minutes, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, Haunted Mansion's 10 minutes," and everyone just runs over there.
And then all of a sudden, it's 60 minutes.
And then it breaks down.
Yep.
And it breaks down
because that's another attraction that's constantly breaking down, and you're stuck in queue forever.
Yeah. I cannot remember a time where we rode Haunted Mansion where it did not break down while we were on it.
This is true. Or stop for like 5 minutes in a room.
I have noticed that there's an increasing number of stops on that ride. Like, so when you can tell the difference between when they have an ADA slowdown so that someone can get on, where basically your ride will slow down and you can feel the difference in speed, as opposed to an actual stop when the car stops and the ghost host voice comes over and says, "Our spooky haunts have disturbed our ride," and there's been an increasing number of those on. Like, I want to say the last trip we took, we probably had like 3 or 4 during the one ride.
That's
the only thing I can say about that though is it depends on the level of disability.
Yeah, I mean, they will stop
because
sometimes for that.
They have stopped it for like a few minutes just to get a bigger group on. So I mean,
those are the ones
like
where
legitimate. Like, we can count how many times we saw the faces fade in and out in one room.
We were stuck in the attic for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no.
I was stuck in front of the Ghost Bride for about 3 minutes one time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's just going, "Welcome back."
To the point where our eyes had got so adjusted to the darkness where we picked out the crane that's in the room and the steel roll-up door where they get all this shit in and out.
I do. I don't.
I did get stuck on that ride one time where you're going backwards and you're kind of lean back.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice, actually.
Yeah. It's nice. So you kind of like just lay back, relax, and
you can fall asleep.
You know what that ride reminds me of?
What?
Have you ever seen the movie that came out in the late 80s with, I'm sure Andrea's seen it because it's got River Phoenix in it, it's called Explorers, but some kids take an old carnival ride and it's shaped just like a doom buggy. And his kid engineers this bubble around it and they go to space and they meet this Rodney Dangerfield.
It was a tilt-a-whirl. It was a tilt-a-whirl.
Was it a tilt-a-whirl?
It was a tilt-a-whirl. Okay. Nope, it was a tilt-a-whirl.
Well, similar.
It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. It was a tilt-a-whirl.
Oh, it's a great movie. Everybody should go check it out. Even Trenton, who's looking at us like, what are you talking about? Rodney Dangerfield,
sounds like they made a movie out of a 5th grader's creative writing assignment.
It was a good.
Awesome.
I mean,
it was a lot of fun as a kid.
I think River Phoenix has been dead longer than Trenton's been alive.
That's not true.
Well, oddly enough, at this point in Trenton's life, he's looking more like Joaquin Phoenix.
It might be. Let me look.
It's pretty close. I want to say it was 93, 94.
93. I was 2, sir.
But how old was he when he died?
30.
Oh,
20
something.
So, and you're how old
He was
now,
23.
Oh, 23.
And you're how old now,
I'm
Trenton?
26. I'll be 27 in August.
See, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You've outlived River Phoenix. Congratulations.
Fuck yeah.
Life goals, literally.
Did he die in the Viper
He
room?
did.
Yep.
He overdosed.
Yep. OD to the Viper room.
The Viper room.
Okay, so one more of the no fast pass, then I want to switch it up real quick. So, Trenton, give us your last one.
So if you get there at a certain time or it's in the middle of the day, and I've seen it be a little bit lower, we stood by this ride. Stood by
Me, River Phoenix.
Stand by me.
And because and this is gonna be controversial, kind of like the last one we did, Scott, when I picked Flight, is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's got a great queue. If your standby is only 15 minutes, you're gonna be entertained for that 15 minutes.
And it ebbs and flows throughout
Yeah.
the day. Like that, you
Yeah.
can have like in a half hour, or like a 45-minute wait. Go do something else. You come back to it, and it's down
it's
to
50
20.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
I mean,
with that.
in a 20-minute wait in a Pirates queue doesn't feel like 20 minutes.
That's one of those where you just kind of walk by, and if it's got a decent queue length, then you just go on it, or if it's 45 minutes, you go somewhere else and do something else for an hour and come back.
And that's just one that we never end up fast passing because we do the mountains. You know, I mean,
Yeah, I can see that.
so I love the queue. I love the ride. It's definitely worth waiting, and it's a ride that's worth waiting that 20 minutes for, especially while you're entertained in the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah, I'll wait 20 minutes for Pirates.
absolutely. Even with the new redhead.
Yeah, let's see. I wasn't gonna go there, and you gotta fucking talk
That's
about
a whole nother show with that whole Reddit scene.
Oh, we should do it. We should do an armchair imagination.
I just want to see her
Redo it.
goddamn larboard side, okay?
And we're not going to see it anymore because fucking
She
political
doesn't
correctness.
It's a scary animatronic too.
Now you get to see a fucking naked chicken.
It's bad.
Tim, I'm gonna go on record saying that most chickens are naked.
Well, no, you pluck one and then it's naked.
Yeah.
This one has feathers though.
Before that, it's feathered. It's feathered.
Right?
Does it
The
have?
fucking
That's why
Feathers
Donald,
cover
Now,
the
Would
skin.
it have
that's
pants
why
on?
Donald
That's
doesn't
chicken
wear
clothes.
That's
Doesn't need them. He's got feathers on.
also why I don't wear
Exactly.
why does he wear a shirt?
Snakes can't wear vests. They have no armpits. Argue it with me. Come on.
pants. All right, so my choice was pirates, folks.
They just fucked that ride all together. They
Yes, but Mikey, Sir Hiss wore a cape.
Robin Hood.
The snake from Robin Hood.
Yeah, he,
I thought
and he doesn't have
He
a
had a little-
and he doesn't have
he
a
had a little
neck.
hat on
Yeah.
too,
He doesn't have a neck. He's got a hat and a cape,
He had a, yeah.
a cloak.
and he wore a ring on his tail.
Did he really?
I think so. It's been a while since I saw that movie. I think he had.
I don't. Yeah, it's been a while. Last time I saw it, it
He had a
involved
gold ring.
a Jew.
No animal in
you
that movie wears
here?
pants. Nobody in that movie has pants on.
Sherwood.
Oh no,
no.
The bear puts
Sir,
on pants at one point.
Yeah, no, he puts on the knickers. He puts on the
Yeah.
knickers to dress up as the gypsy lady.
Yeah.
Little John.
There's a lot of no pants though.
A lot of Disney movies are like that.
Yeah.
Pooh
And
doesn't
you guys
wear
wonder
pants.
why I like Disney?
Sure.
Because you like seeing guys without pants.
Because I don't
on?
like
Episode
like
70.
wearing pants.
Episode
That scene
70,
in the new
Trenton does the
Deadpool
no
where he's
pants
not wearing
dance.
pants.
Yep. He's totally Woody the Pooh.
You
in
guys,
it.
He's Winnie the
these
Pooh.
guys don't know. I could not have pants on right now. They can't see.
Mikey's topless. Trenton's
I'm already
pantsless.
topless.
Trenton's
I've done the show in just my skivvies before.
God.
Yes. No. Yeah. No. Let's not remember that.
Yeah.
Let's move on from that. Mikey.
Baggy.
Mikey, give me another fast pass.
Well, you know, speaking of Little John.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about being in my skivvies.
Okay.
I you don't need because they don't offer one, but I like doing the country bears.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's just, and I know. Only Scott and I, and I think Scott's just patronizing me, but I genuinely like it. I like because it reminds me of Chuck E. Cheese.
It's a terrifying
Yes.
mouth.
I can see that.
But why is this? Wait, but I just want to see how you're going to be spinning this. That it's a positive that it reminds you of Chuck E. Cheese.
Because I can drink at Chuck E. Cheese, I can't drink in the Magic Kingdom.
Just like Tim likes the clicking noises because it reminds him of the old school animatronic. That's what I get from this, and I just, I like it. I like the corny songs. I like that it's a little bit of a stage show.
But the show is so bastardized compared to what
I
it
know.
was.
It's like,
Well, see, I don't have any frame of reference for what it was. I just have what it is. So, I have no foundation for your Disney World.
The only time of year that ride is popular now is Gay Days.
Pretty much.
Because it's a
Actually,
bunch of
you know-
bears.
are you saying it's a bear thing?
Bears. It is.
No. Yes, of course that's what we're saying.
Actually, Gay Days just happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and we saw pictures that there was lines out the wazoo.
Really?
Yeah.
Mikey, the Burks love country bears too. I mean,
Well, they're my people. I like the country bears. Hey, he doesn't need a queue. If it's hot, you can go in there. You can sit down, let your kids fall asleep in a strange lady's lap.
No, I mean, it's got some great songs in there. I mean, you can hear, the Bear Band Serenade is a great song. It's, Existencio and George Bruns, who are probably the two leading Disney Parks music and lyrics guys. I mean, if there's a song that you know and sing in the Disney parks, they probably wrote it. But they've got some great songs. Mama Don't Whoop Little Buford is one of my favorites.
Shoot him instead.
Shoot him instead. My Liver Lips McGraw singing My Woman Ain't Pretty. Great song.
all the guys that turned me on turned me down.
Turn Me Down. That's right. It's great. I love it.
I see it going away, obviously.
I do.
Eventually.
I do see it going
What
on.
I would love is if it went away and with, this whole surge of alcohol going into Magic Kingdom kind of here and there, I'd like to see a saloon.
I know.
And attached to pickup bills.
Yeah, even if it's during the middle of the day, it's just sarsaparilla or something, but have like a saloon with like a live action, singing and dancing entertainers and stuff like that.
AKA the
That
Golden
was
Horseshoe.
Golden Corral.
Wasn't this your idea for Toy Story Land 2? Or no, that was Scott.
That was mine.
That was Scott. That was his Bo Peeps burlesque
Bo
show.
Peeps Burlesque, man. Where's my Bo Peeps Burlesque shirt, Mikey?
You really want me to make an R-rated shirt out of a toy?
You did it out of a 14-year-old girl.
She's half fish.
And you did it out of a 14-year-old girl. Snow White.
She has a cloaca.
And Snow White.
Well, Snow White was gagged. She had no choice.
So that makes it better?
Bring out the gimp.
Keep sleeping.
Well, wake him up.
Who's motorcycle? It's a chopper, baby.
Well, whose chopper is this?
Zed's.
Zed, baby.
Zed's dead, baby.
What's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Greatest movie ever.
Oh, yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Ever?
Yeah,
Ever.
it's a top 10. It's a top 10 for me.
Can I be the guy that says, I don't know what that is?
What?
What is it?
Pulp Fiction?
Okay, yeah.
Don't bring this fucked up poop out of my house.
I've seen like a little here and a little there and never the whole thing. I did see all of
Mikey,
Get Shorty.
You see the sign in my front yard?
The one that says badass motherfucker?
No, that's a
No,
wallet.
the one that says
Oh.
yes.
Yeah.
The one that says fucked up poop out housing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, see, it's Uma Thurman's nose, Travolta's hair.
Talk to me about my
That's all I
coffee.
got.
I love that scene with it.
Say what again, motherfucker?
What ain't no country I heard
Hey,
of?
funny story about that movie. When it shows them before the guy busts out of the room and starts shooting at him, the bullet holes are already in the wall behind them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Never noticed that.
It's an editing error. And technically, it is a Disney movie.
Oh, yeah, because it was Touchstone.
Yep.
That's right.
So John Travolta is a Disney princess.
You can't tell me he isn't.
Well, hairspray.
Yeah.
But over in Country Bear are three of my favorite animatronics: Max, Buff, and Melvin. I mean, I love those guys.
Yeah. But
And it's really sad that they got a lot of their lines cut.
when you see them move though the first
Almost
time,
all
it's
of
kind
them.
of freaky.
Creepy
Yeah.
as fuck. I want to say our last year's October trip was the first time in 10 years that we did Country Bears. And it was a little unnerving.
I think I fell asleep.
Really?
I know
You
you're
seem
shocked.
to have a sleeping
man.
thing going on lately.
He's narcoleptic.
No, it's a good show. I definitely recommend it, at least to go sit down and chill out and relax for a little bit.
The seats aren't very comfortable though. That's the only issue.
Yeah.
No.
They don't have backs on them, right?
No, they do.
No, they do.
They do.
It's theater seating.
Yeah, theater seating, but they're just like very.
But they're
comfortable.
benches.
Oh.
No, they're
They're
benches.
very
They're
close
not individual
together.
seats, are they? I thought it was benches.
No.
No, they're
were
individual.
individual
No,
seats.
they're individual.
Oh, I thought they were benches. I thought they were just real long.
You're thinking of
No,
Nemo.
they're.
We should do a full DHD on this at some point.
Ugh.
Yay.
I'm gonna be unavailable for that week.
Scott's
Fine.
Scott's
Mike-
gonna be
Do a
talking
quickie.
to himself about Country Bears.
Mikey and I can DHD
I'll be there.
Country Bears. All right, Adam, give me your last Fastpass skip. Fastpass pass.
What?
Fast
Can you
pass
do that
pass.
again? Pass.
Passing on this Fast Pass.
I'm gonna have to do People Mover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, People Mover has a fast
No,
pass?
you could, but
No,
you don't
it
need
doesn't.
a Fast Pass for it
But you don't need a Fast Pass for it.
because it's not one.
Unless it's unless the only time you really need a Fast Pass is if people find out that Space Mountain broke down and the lights are on.
Oh God! And then people
Yeah,
run over
true.
there.
Yeah, but other than that, it's almost
that's
always a walk on.
that's
And your
another
feet
thing-
get massaged up the People Mover sidewalk thing because they have the
Oh, yeah.
rollers that are not set right.
Yeah.
That's so. It's so cool. You're like this. You're like,
Yes, and it feels really good on your feet.
yeah.
But that's another one. If there's a 45-minute wait for it, wait 10 minutes and it's a 10
Dude,
minute
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen it with a weight at all.
One time.
We saw it a few times. with the
I
wait.
couple-
just the one time.
It's usually when
That
it's
I can
broken
clearly
down, and
remember.
then people queue up for it because the breakdown is maybe 20 minutes at most.
Also,
And-
if you fucking like Space Mountain, don't see it with the lights on. Because if you already think you're gonna get fucking brained while you're riding it before, you really think you're gonna get fucking brained after you see it with the lights on.
True. That's very true, man.
I remember the first time we ever saw Space Mountain with lights on.
It's terrifying.
It looks really tight.
It's cool. As an engineering geek, it looked really cool to me. I was like, wow.
It's
But
impressive.
it's really tight.
It-
It does.
It's an impressive feat.
It looks like the Mousetrap game.
Yes.
yes, very much so.
I played that a lot.
You remember that game, and everything would go great all the way to the end, and the little thing wouldn't fall. It'd like just fuck up the whole thing.
No, there's always one part of that game that fucked up halfway
It
through.
was usually the hand crank or the little trap.
Did anyone actually play the game, or did everyone just put the thing together and actually just run through the thing?
I played the fuck out of that game.
I played the fuck out of that game.
Yeah.
Oh, we just
We have it.
you?
somewhere.
we would just put the trap together and then run it.
We do have Mousetrap. I think it's in the spot.
Adam's shaking his head. He's like, no, I threw that. I threw
Adam's
that
like,
shit away.
nope, that went to Goodwill 2 years ago. Oh shit, Tim's looking.
Oh, he's gonna be pissed. All right, guys, this is the point of the
be
show where
fair,
Tim
though,
comes back. He's like, "Where's my fucking game?"
It's not there. I gotta go. There's somebody calling somewhere
The
outside
dog,
the house.
the dog needs to be walked for a long time.
Yeah.
They're gonna be-
All right. So then I guess my last Fast Pass.
Pass.
Yeah, my last Fast Pass is gonna be the Liberty Bell, because it's a
When it's running.
When it's running.
well, it's only down right
It
now
hasn't
for
ran.
since
It's been down for like a year and a half.
no, it's
No,
been down since
it goes
February.
up for 6 months and then it's down for a year, and then it goes up for 6 months and then it's down. It's constantly down.
I love that ride. I love it. It's a nice, relaxing boat ride. You go around Tom Sawyer's Island.
Get some really great shots of the Haunted Mansion.
You do. You really do. If you get on the top deck, you can have some wonderful shots from that side. There's some great scenery to be seen there. You can get a great view of Big Thunder as you go by. Get up to the top deck and just photo shoot the park. I mean, when you're passing through the front end of Liberty Square, you've got some wonderful shots of Liberty Square.
I have to make a confession to you, Scott.
You've never been on that ride.
Never been on it.
I know.
Me neither. Literally, this whole episode, the only things that I have done that you guys is the things I have said.
You haven't done the People Mover?
I haven't People Movered.
I mean, no.
I couldn't find the fucking thing.
The Liberty Bell. I mean, they close it for part of the day.
Yeah.
For
Tatiana's
party.
Tatiana's rub and tug.
Tatiana Ali.
Yes, her. But they close it for part of the day for that. I mean, and they close it early because they don't really run it at night.
No, it stops at dusk, so around 6 o'clock that stops running. But if you get on there in the middle of the day, it's a wonderful ride. It really is. It's a wonderful view of the theme park to kind of take the Magic Kingdom in from a different perspective.
Now, see, if I was going to do the boat, though, I would rather do the railroad or the People Mover.
The boat's on a track, so it's pretty much a railroad.
Yeah, it's just a.
So is the Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell's on a track.
That's what we're saying.
Welcome to the conversation, Adam.
No, I thought you said
no. The boat's on a track.
I'm going home.
Tim is still looking for Mousetrap.
He's still looking for Mousetrap.
I don't know where the hell he went.
He's gonna come murder you.
Probably.
I hope he starts putting it together.
Gotta go.
No, it's a fun way to see Magic Kingdom from a different point of view. And Trenton's right. The railroad, also a great way to check out Magic Kingdom. Really good way to just take in the sights.
I did it for the first time in April. Brant and Sydney made me and Stephanie do it with them, and it was a wonderful ride, except for the lady that tried to touch Brant's leg through the...
Well, that's because Brant was carrying a pineapple. She was just recognizing the international sign.
She was getting after it with her bloody elbow.
Brant's a sexy motherfucker. That's
because he's tall. All right, guys, that's all it is.
I mean,
what?
I would have a.
Well, do I tend some jealousy or hostility?
No, not at all.
Isn't he a musician as well?
Yeah.
He is. He's a bassist.
He plays the bass. But yeah, that's that would be mine. So if you've got a fast pass or if you've got a ride that you recommend not doing a fast pass for, but it's a must do, let us know. Put it in the comments when we release the episode, and we'll see how they stack up. One of the other parts of this show that I wanted to throw at you guys was a thing you can do. So think of something, and I'll give you time because I have one in mind. Something that you can do while waiting for a fast pass. So rather than go on another ride, but something to occupy your time or a place to sit down and relax. Give the people something to wait for a fast pass for. So, my thought is, and this is something we've never done before, but we watched someone's review of it on YouTube, and it's something we're going to be doing this November, and that's the Pirate Adventure, the Legend of the Seven Seas with Jack Sparrow.
Oh, Mikey's so fucking mad.
We have never done this.
We talked about this on the phone for like an hour and a half the other day.
It's a lot of fun.
When I first saw this,
lot of fun.
I was like, oh, this is going to be stupid. And it seems like a lot of fun.
It's amazing.
It's really cool. We've done all the maps. There's more than one map.
There's 2 maps, I think, right?
No, there's more than
there's
that.
7 maps.
I think there's 7, I want to say. And each one takes you to a different thing. It's highly interactive. It's a lot more interactive than Sorcerer's is.
It's a lot more
There's
fun.
a lot more that goes on with it. We really had fun doing it. We took I want to say almost a whole morning and got all 7 done because it was in the morning, so things weren't getting crazily backed up and you can get to the spot. So,
and it's a nice way. It's a nice way to explore Adventureland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you get your reward for completing the map?
You got something. I don't.
Fast pass.
Right now, they were giving away a paper fast pass for pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was a pin or a button. I think it was like a button or something.
If you do 3, you get a paper fast pass for pirates. If you get all 7, you get a pin that says you completed it or something like that. It's like a
Yeah, we did all 7.
It was like a button.
Yeah, it's more like a button, not like a pin, like a pin trader one.
Yeah,
but more like the first visit buttons or something like that.
Yes.
One of those ones they produce for like 3 cents.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say this for my thing.
I know. I'm sorry, but it was the one that.
He's sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah, Trenton, you.
You did.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you can go next.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, no, this is so. Give us something that they can that the listeners can do while they wait for their fast pass to Space Mountain.
Now it would be an easy out to say go have lunch at Skipper Canteen. So I'm not going to say that.
So I'm going to say it, but I'm not going to say it.
Because it's not really my idea, but it might be somebody else's, so I just want to take
I want to
that
make
from them.
sure
That's
that I get
awesome.
it on record that I would do this.
All right, I'll fucking say it. Go get lunch at Skipper Canteen. The food's good. You can drink there now. Go there. All right? So now whoever was going to use that can go to the fucking tree houses. God damn it.
Fuck, I was gonna say the tree houses.
2 for 1, motherfuckers.
Fucking Tom Sawyer's Island, bitch.
Damn it, you're taking all the good shit.
I'm Huck Finn, y'all.
No, the last time we ate there in April. The food's really good. You can drink there. They have, I mean, it's not a great selection. You can get a Stella or a Blue Moon or a Bud Light, I think, or wine.
That's not
No,
great.
or you could get a Kungaloosh there.
Kungaloosh.
Well, not when I was
Kungaloosh
fucking there.
Yeah, no, they have Kungaloosh
Get it
there
now.
now.
Also, the menu was better when you guys were there, so I should have gone a month later. Fuck me, right?
You should have came when we went.
You should have came when we went.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yep, we fucked that up nice.
No, you know what? That's a solid. What was your non-Lou Mangello answer going to be?
My to go get an ice cream cookie sandwich with the 2 freshly baked cookies with the ice cream in between them.
Where's that?
That is.
This is on-
that
Oh,
is
it's
Lou
Sleepy
Mangello.
Hollow.
Main
Sleepy
Street.
Hollow.
That's still a Lou Mangello
Yeah, yeah.
You went two food items.
I'm fat. I like to eat, man. Shit.
Now, what's your honorable mention?
Okay. Something doesn't involve food. I would go. See, now you're fucking me up here. I would go meet the stepsisters because that's one of my favorite character meet and greets.
They're fun.
That's an
a
awesome
lot of
meet
fun.
and greet.
Yeah.
Because they are fucking
If they're
bitches. That'd be the best job to have. You
If-
just be a bitch all day, and people think it's funny. They're like, ah, it's so funny. They're really just bitches.
Oh my god.
You know who was an undercover bitch when you meet her? Alice.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't a bitch.
Alice.
She just
Alice is an undercover bitch.
No, she's fucking awesome.
Oh, she made fun of Tim. That's why he's saying that.
Yeah, she made fun of Tim. That's
That's a whole nother
Adam classifies her as awesome. Tim thinks she's just a salty bitch.
yeah.
She's a ambidextrous fucking hater. She's a
She hates left-handed people.
yes,
No,
she does.
because she made us all do it with the left hand because you were special.
She's also a drug addict, isn't she? Fuck.
She only
She is.
took 2 pills. 2
Well, she was a
pills.
drug
No.
addict, too.
There was.
She
Yeah.
She was
saw
just.
something the wizard said drink me and she drank it. She saw something the wizard said eat me and she ate it and she got high.
Hopefully it didn't taste like this fucking Canadian mist.
Yet you're still drinking it. I give you mad
That's all I got, dude. What are you gonna do?
All about the destination.
There you go.
I'd rather drink toilet water.
No, the stepsisters are amazing. We did the 1900 Park Fair dinner, and they had the stepsisters out there, and Ethan had this like toy truck that he got, and one of the girls came up to him and like sat down next to him, and she was like, "Oh, this is my prince. He's gonna marry me." And he's holding on to his truck. I have the best picture. He's holding on to his truck, and he just gives her the side eye. He was like, "Bitch, step away from my truck."
Back off.
It was great.
So the brunette stepsister is always. It's always every time we go there. It's always the same girl, and she's fantastic.
I like the ginger one.
Our last trip, my niece was dressed up as it was for the Halloween party, and she was dressed up as peasant Cinderella. Okay, and she had bought a stuffed Lucifer at one of the stores, so she was walking around the cat.
Mm-hmm. Lucifer the cat.
And she really wanted to get her picture with the stepsisters, and they were like, no, it's the they're going back, they're done, whatever. But when they saw her and what she was wearing, and they're like, she's got our cat, and they just it was freaking hilarious.
You know what? There are some characters that just know how to do it. Gaston used to be one of them, and then he got reined in.
Well,
Well, I mean, it gets to a certain point.
People being stupid.
Well, people get offended.
People
get offended. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't
People
offending.
getting stupid with him.
Like
No,
what?
it wasn't only that. It was that the one time that he didn't interact, people were bitching and complaining about it.
So the moral of the story is people complain about everything, and they should all just shut the fuck up.
I concur.
Right?
Choke on some pixie dust.
Yep.
Says the most angriest, honest Amish man I ever met. That people should not complain about anything.
Just like let people enjoy things.
You know, but it's like I want that too. It's all me, and if they didn't get a push-up contest, then they're bitching about it. If they didn't get hit on by Gaston, they're bitching about it. It's just
if
people.
they did get hit on by Gaston.
I don't think anyone complained about that.
Yet.
Well, did he get in trouble for fucking doing push-ups and dirtying his costume?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
then he's not doing it right.
No, it was bringing attention to him and making that if one of the other Gastons didn't do the push-up, it's like, well, why didn't you do it? Like people were complaining about it. That's all.
What's the same reason with Woody and Buzz? If you said Andy's coming, they would fall for a while. But now
I don't remember that ever happening.
I've never seen that happen in real life.
Oh, well, I've never
they
seen
stopped
Woody
doing
and
it.
Buzz out.
They're out.
But I've never seen them out together at the same
They'll
time.
be out over by Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, over by the next to the stage where they do the Incredibles dance party. It's over there.
No, but walking through the
I've never
park.
seen them in Magic
They gotta
Kingdom.
walk
I've
to that
seen-
fucking area.
I've seen Woody in Hollywood Studios, but I've never seen them in
Magic Kingdom?
Yes. They do a meet and greet
I've
over
never
there.
seen them in Magic Kingdom. Where?
Pretty sure over by the stage where the Incredibles dance party's at.
Never seen them over there.
I don't remember.
I've seen them in the little alcove across from Toy Story Mania,
Yes.
but I've never seen them in Magic Kingdom.
Just saying. I mean,
You sit on a throne
I've
of
seen
lies.
Buzz.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually
Got
do
flies.
that. I don't know if they've ever really done that. Like I've seen people like try to do it, and I just think it's a big urban myth.
it might be a
That's what I
Disneyland thing
think.
too. I don't know.
It's a Disney urban myth.
Yeah. All right, so Tim,
Maybe they just
give
all
me
passed out
something.
from heat stroke.
Give me something for the listeners to do while they wait for their fast pass.
Shop. Go shopping. That's what we do.
Fun shopping. There's a lot of fun shopping in Magic Kingdom.
Especially the Emporium. I mean, they have everything you can imagine in the Emporium.
I love the Champion store, the sports shop. But I will say it's become a little convoluted. It's not. It used to be all like Disney sports themed, and then they've kind of mixed it up now.
I will say this last trip we were a little disappointed in the Emporium because we were looking for jackets. Because Adam wanted a rain jacket other than the one that I got from Pandora. And they had no jackets this trip. Every other trip we bought jackets from the Emporium before, but this last trip they had nothing.
Like no rain jackets in the Emporium.
No
No, there
jackets
was
at all.
nothing.
No jackets at all.
No, they had jackets. They had like the hoodies, the zipper hoodies. They had
Well,
some
hoodies,
stuff.
but they didn't have like our.
It wasn't what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But they had coats and stuff. They had like the heavy jackets and all that. But
No, they didn't have those.
yes, they did. I pointed it out to you, Tim. We didn't have a hood.
Oh, a rain jacket without a hood. What good is that?
No, they didn't have any rain jacket. They had like a heavy jacket.
Mikey, what is your tip for the listeners to do while they wait for their fast pass?
While it's still there, go to Liberty Square and check out the Muppet Show they do there.
This is a fun one.
I like it. I don't need to see it again, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, get it. It's a great moments. I mean, and there's a chance that you may be already heading somewhere and get stuck in the middle of everybody stopping to watch it.
All 12 people.
Hey, I didn't say it was a lot of people, but you know.
No, there's usually a pretty decent crowd.
The Muppets are going
When
away.
we let
Mark my words.
I mean, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that Muppet
doubt that
Vision
either.
is going away. I don't think the Muppets are going to ever leave Disney forever.
But I think that show is more like a place filler.
It is. It's a live entertainment show that doesn't really require any stage or anything. It's easy.
I kind of feel like it took the place of Hall of Presidents when they're going to the refurb.
Yeah,
I think the Muppets are going away in Hollywood Studios too.
But yeah, we've talked about it. We're
We're
all agreeing with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I think they're cutting the Muppets out. People don't care about the Muppets anymore.
No, because there's always a crowd.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Whenever we
always
see it.
they're always going to be a thing.
The Muppets will have a presence. I think Scott's right. The Muppets will have a presence somehow in the parks.
Well, I'm not giving them any
In what
presents.
capacity?
They're going to move them over to Carousel of Progress.
Well, Trent, you do realize that before Muppet Vision moved to the theater that it's in, it was over at the launch bay. So it would make perfect sense to bring the Muppets back over to where the launch bay is.
Yeah, that's probably true. Just get rid of. Well, I don't know, man. That launch bay has been so ingrained. That's where they do the Star Wars meet and greets now, because those characters aren't going to be in Star Wars Land, are they?
No, that's all going to be gone.
Oh no, that's going to be gone once Lands opens. That's going to be gone.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Really, you think they're going to move all those costumes and all that?
Oh yeah,
all the
Yeah,
memorabilia.
without a
and
doubt.
stuff?
It's not hard.
It's not hard. There's nothing.
They just have to have an area
hard
for it
escape
over
to
there
that.
after that.
well they'll have. Trust me, all of launch bay will be gone by summer of 2020,
without a doubt.
or by by spring of 2020.
I say it's going to be gone when Galaxy's Edge opens.
Well, they would have to.
Yeah.
They would have to
Well,
close
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I'm saying, because Galaxy's Edge is going to open winter of 2020, so probably like October
No, it's not. It's opening fall of 2019.
or 2019.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2019. And then by the end of the year, they'll have everything moved over to the new Star Wars, like January, February. I think everything will be gone out of launch bay.
I also don't
2020.
think that it will open in the fall. It's going to open in December.
No, it won't. It'll open.
No,
in the
fall, because Toy Story will have been
Technically,
open.
the first half of December is still fall,
Yeah.
so it's late. They're saying late fall,
That's October, November.
so December.
Yeah.
December 21st starts winter, so it can be December 20th and it'll open.
Yeah.
And it's still technically fall.
And I think within about 2 months from Star Wars opening, the launch bay will be gone.
I think it'll be cloned before that, actually.
Yeah, so do I.
Like preemptively do it.
Well, they're going to have to close it to move all the shit over.
Exactly.
Which honestly was only going to take them probably a week and a half.
If that.
Well, it's gonna. I'm sure they have plans for that launch bay area. It's gonna be part of Pixar Place.
Yeah.
And the Pixar experience, so that it has to close before then.
Yeah. All right, Adam. So what are you gonna tell the listeners to do in Magic Kingdom while they wait around?
I'm gonna do Sorcerers of the Kingdom, the card game. Why not? It's a trading card game. It's something to kill time,
And it's a free souvenir.
and
It's free
exactly,
shit.
you can get a bunch of free. Exactly.
Although, every time we go and we just start the game over, the lady looks at us like, well, you didn't even play last time.
No, she didn't say that.
Yes, she did.
No, that was the one time we went and tried to get more cards and we didn't play. They always reset it. They always reset it once per trip. However, if you do not play the game, the second time you go back, you actually have to play the game. So if you're going back more than once per trip, they will not give you a second set of cards without actually initiating.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Because then people are just there to collect them in their binder.
Exactly.
Which I've actually seen someone walk up to the window with like a maid trapper keeper, open it up, unzip it,
Yeah, we
unzip
have to.
it, open it up, and like pull out like pages of cards, like when you were 13 and had baseball
I
cards.
think this would be more like Pokemon cards, though, because they have different attacks, Scott.
Yeah, I had Pokemon cards. I never had baseball. Oh, yeah, I guess I did.
I mean, the only baseball card that had a special attack move was, what, George Brett?
Albert Bell.
No, Nolan Ryan punched a guy in the head. one
That's
time.
right.
It's fine.
Robin Ventura. That was the guy that got. Robin Ventura's like 23 years old. Nolan Ryan's like 43, and he charged him out and gets put in a headlock and just beat the fuck up.
Shit out of the top of his head.
Yeah.
Jim Abbott poked somebody with his stump once.
Hey, that guy threw a no-hitter.
It's not even the best baseball fight of all time. The best baseball fight is clearly when Jason Varitek punched A-Rod in the face.
No, it's Pedro Martinez just hurling Don Zimmer.
Throwing Don Zimmer on the ground by his head.
Yeah. That was good. No, the sorcerer's a good idea. It looks a lot of fun. I've never done it because I was never one of the Magic, Dungeons and Dragons, Pokemon thing.
This is what's wrong with you.
Yeah, he just lumped them all together.
Yeah, that's not right.
But the graphics are cool. I've watched some of the windows. The graphics are pretty cool.
It's fun. It's a time killer.
Yeah.
But when you go and you get the cards and the person right in front of you gets the cards and they end up going the same path you're going, you're just following them around.
No, you don't get... They actually have multiple start points. You don't all start at the same spot. If the start point, they divvy them up throughout the lands. So it's a lot of walking, though.
I've actually end up following the same people to the point where me and my wife are just like, we're just going to go to this one that's over here because we're just going to go this out of order now.
You can always get it reset too if you're finding that the lines are too long. If you go back to the firehouse, they'll reset it for you.
All right, so I think I think what we learned from this episode was that there's plenty to do in Magic Kingdom without grabbing three of your fast passes and just basically trying to stand by Space Mountain, because for some reason that just is a ridiculously long line. Mikey, there's some new stuff going on. Let's talk about some of the shirts you released at Magical Meltdown, because the sun's out, Hun's out. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. Donald Duck got his own T-shirt finally on his birthday.
He did. It's I guess kind of a series from the World War II uniform patches. Mm-hmm. I guess that Walt Disney and Company created for lots of different squadrons and units during World War II. So yeah, Donald Duck, that one, and let's see the Basic Witch.
Yeah, that broke 3 sheets this weekend.
Yeah. Big thanks to Trader Shan, for on the down low getting that and sporting it through the parks. He got a lot of looks from folks. He was asked if he was a bitch.
He was asked if he was a queen.
Oh, a queen, yes. He asked if he was a queen, and I said, I would hope you said, no, I'm basic, you bitch. But, Basic Witch, that one is new. And then, there's a lot coming this summer from the Meltdown. I actually got in there and retired about a half dozen shirts the other day. So I
did you retire the
don't
Uppets?
Have 100. Do what?
Did you retire?
No, the Uppets is still there.
Why?
Well, because I'm not Disney.
Oh.
That reminds me, I've got a Carl shirt.
No, there's plenty of great shirts over at magicalmeltdown.com. Some of
I would be remiss if I didn't mention or let Trenton mention a shirt.
Yeah,
Trenton wears shirts.
I finally got a shirt.
I don't.
So the new shirt is it's a great silhouette of my beard. I'm not gonna. It looks just like my fucking.
It
beard.
looks nothing like a homeless beard.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. No.
No, it looks nothing like
whatever.
Your beard.
It looks fucking great. Scott's just jealous. And it says Get Fuzzy because everyone wanted the Get Fuzzy shirt for a long time, and I approve of it. So if you have a beard, if you don't have a beard like Scott, but you have wonderful hair, if you like to get drunk and get fuzzy, go purchase that. I recommend the Tri-Blend.
If say someone is facially hair challenged, can they still wear
hypothetically, right?
Just hypothetically, I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Can someone wear this Get Fuzzy shirt?
I approve of it. It says it right on the front.
Okay. All right.
You're just trying to get there.
I want to get fuzzy.
I think it's more of a poser issue.
Oh shit!
All right, Mikey, I need a shirt. Get peach fuzzy.
That requires you have any fuzz at all.
And just put a picture of an ass cheek.
Right?
Give me the 8th grade mustache.
Like just
Scott,
just
I did. Have you not seen your avatar?
Yeah, it does.
You want to see what my 8th grade mustache looks like? It was this. That was my 8th grade. Well, it was black, but
yeah. If you zoom in on the avatars that we have for our Facebook page banner, mine has this 8th grade mustache.
Which is ironic because it's also his 30-year-old mustache.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I facially
5 o'clock
challenged.
shadow. That takes him 5 months.
It does. It takes me like a week and a half to grow like 3 hairs. Leave me alone. I like I told Trenton, all of the hair growing has just concentrated at the top of my head.
That's what it is, man. Mine's.
See, then once you hit 40, it just starts moving off your head and onto your back.
Yep.
Ugh.
I can't say I haven't had that problem. So,
Scott, it's like you have alopecia everywhere but the top of your head.
I do. But yeah, go over to Magical Meltdown. Some brand new designs. Mikey's releasing a bunch this summer, so make sure you check it out on a regular basis.
On the Reggie.
But we want to thank you all for joining us this week on 3 Sheets to Mouse. If you like the show, go rate and review. It's really one of the best ways for others like you to find the show. Let us know how we're doing. Give us the 5-star if you love it. If you want to give us a 1-star, you better be a man enough to tell us exactly what we're doing wrong so we can fix it. Because if you don't, and you leave us the 1-star, well, then you're just a dud.
We actually got a new one, Scott. I don't know if you want to address it on the show or not. But.
We want to give a shout out to Michelle Virginia. Thank you for the 5-star review. She says, "Love listening to the show, down to earth perspectives and fun interactions. I love how passionately they discuss Disney topics, and I love how their quick shows are still 60 minutes." That is true. You know what? We are givers. We just give. You can tell what great friends they are, and that it makes it fun. Their hosts keep the show moving while allowing for some fun side conversations too. Thanks for the great podcast.
She doesn't say host. She says host.
Oh yeah, she does. I'm misplacing.
I take exception with that because it's not a host. It's 5
Yeah.
of us. Scott just
Jim's
tries
drunk.
because he's the only one that.
He's our DD. Designated Dialogia.
Yes.
That's true.
That's right.
I'm like the person in the regular normal cast member costume that's like pulling Tigger aside, be like, all right, let's go. Come on, Tigger. Come on. But no, it is a lot of fun. Thank you, Michelle, for the wonderful review. If you guys like the show, go give your own review. Go let us know what your thoughts are on the show. But also, if you want to get the show pushed right to your mobile device, pushed right to your podcast, go make sure you subscribe to the show. It's a click button away. Just subscribe, and you'll get them automatically downloaded right to your device when they get released. So, a big thing to help the show. It helps us a lot. Make sure you click subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We're at 3 Sheets Podcast. If you're in the parks, tag us on your Instagram. Don't forget to use the hashtag 3 Sheets Nation. That's the number 3 because, we're substituting numbers for letters. It's really cool. Hashtag Basic Witch. Hashtag Magical Meltdown. Hashtag Get Fuzzy. Right?
Yeah, that's my favorite hashtag.
So go over there to Instagram, tag us on your photos. Make sure you also put our handle in your caption so that we get notified when you're tagging us. Tag us at 3 Sheets Podcast, and we'll like your photo. If you really want to interact with us, head over to the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/3 Sheets. That's where you can become part of the 3 Sheets Nation. Trenton, what do they got to do in order to become part of that nation?
You head over to our group and you answer the questions when you put in your join request. 3 simple questions, pretty easy to answer. If you don't answer them, you're probably not going to get accepted unless one of us is pretty drunk and we just decide to accept you.
And because is not an answer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, give us a little information.
Really simple questions. Let us know a little bit about you so that we can welcome you to the group, and you can join the absolute shenanigans that go on now 7 days a week. Guys, it was originally like Thursday to Sunday, and then it became Wednesday to Sunday. It's 7 days a week, man. It's shenanigans every day. It's like Disney-fied shenanigans.
Place with all the goofy shit on the walls?
Yep. Goofy is right. We get goofy. So go over there to facebookgroup.com, facebook.com/group/3 Sheets, and show off your flair. Mikey's got 2 pieces of flair on him right now.
Flair? Was it TGI Fridays?
Well, we were talking about shenanigans. Office Space.
I was talking.
Well, he was talking about
Super Troopers. When he goes, yeah, Farva, what's that place you like with all the mozzarella sticks, all the goofy shit on the walls? Shenanigans? You mean Shenanigans?
Shenanigans was also in Office Space.
It was, yes. We were both right.
Yeah.
And wrong on the.
But if you want to go there and hang out with us and just show that you love Disney as much as everybody else, but you also love being an adult, it's the last safe space for Disney adults.
Yeah, because we all act like adults all the time.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we're a bastion of maturity.
We are. We have really deep intellectual conversations. So, all right. So, Adam, give me some closing remarks tonight. First of all, how was the sheet up at Hershey Park?
It was fucking awesome. We had a lot of fun.
Did you ride the monorail there?
What? No, we didn't bother with the monorail. It's not worth riding. It's really corny. But we appreciate everybody coming out and seeing us and hanging out with us. And the trip to Trog's Brewery was pretty damn awesome. I have to give a shout out to Todd and Maria and Kate and Marsh. Fucking awesome company all the way around. And that's about that.
Awesome. So give me some closing remarks for tonight.
Well, let's not forget about our meetups that are coming up. We have the October 4th through the 9th, and that is our Sheeters on the High Seas Cruise, which is creeping up very quickly. And then we have our Ultimate meetup come November 1st, and that is Thursday. And that will be our Run Disney hot mess of a weekend, with Sheeters take over the world.
Literally. You've got some nice some nice taglines for these meetups.
Yeah, I make them up as I go along. They change every week.
Tim, give me some closing remarks tonight.
Well, we just had the Hershey meetup, and I had a conversation with Todd Miller this morning. We're excited for October and November. I mean, I never want the summer to go by fast. I live for the summer. But I'm really excited for what the next couple of months is going to bring to the Sheeter Nation. We've got the October cruise, and then we have the big November sheet up, which is like 30-something of us going.
It's a big one.
It's going to be a good time.
It is. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mikey.
It was a busy weekend for the Three Sheets Nation hotline.
Yes, it was.
So, everybody's got a chance to take a look at some of that that's come through. I just want to read one of my favorite messages here. I'm texting because I'm drinking. And I want to have this number for later.
Yeah.
That's a sensible drunk right there. I don't want to forget and I'm drinking, so I'm texting. And I don't want to lose this number, so... it's great. It's fun. We love getting calls. We love getting text messages. It's a lot of fun. So.
And if you are drinking and you do want to text the number, or if you're drinking and you want to call and leave a voicemail for us that may be played on the air if it's tasteful and fun, Mikey, what's that number?
Area code 407-906-4698.
So next time you're out and about and you're at the bar and you're having a good time, drunk dial us, drunk text us. 3 Sheets hotline. Save it in your phone.
You are also allowed to be sober and use the hotline.
Of course.
It's not as much fun, but
yeah. I mean, you could call us sober.
Yeah, it's not as much fun for us.
Also, like Mikey said, this, and I got a kick out of this. If you're at the bar and some dude is just asking for your number and you have no interest in him whatsoever, send him our way. Send him that number.
Yeah,
we'll play along. Trust me, it'll be fun.
We would be more than happy to string that along for a little bit, I think. Like James Veach.
It would be a lot of fun, and that also may or may not make it onto the page. So awesome. Give us a call. That number again, Mikey.
407-906-4698.
Awesome. Trenton, give us your closing remarks tonight.
Closing remarks. Excited for the meetup in November. I won't be on the cruise, but I'm excited to meet everybody then. I also wanted to issue a challenge to everybody that's listening to buy the Get Fuzzy shirt. I want it to be the best-selling 3-sheet shirt there is yet. And if you do it, you're not going to get anything special, but I'll be pretty fucking happy. So
he wants it to be tremendous, the best.
It's going to be huge.
Overwhelming, huge success that it is.
Yeah, billions. I want to sell billions of them.
They're made in China.
They might be. I don't know.
Yeah, it smells like vinegar.
It does.
Yeah, they do.
So that's it. I had a fun episode. I hope everybody gets some good information out of this episode. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, so from all of us here at 3 Sheets to the Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time, this time, and until next time, so long for just a while.
And thank you.